to you. Hey, it's day 4 of the Vine Daily that I've been talking to you about this week. And we've been talking about the subject of prayer, just really looking into it. I got my phone with me because I was, reading a scripture on my phone, and I wanted to share the scripture with you that I was reading on my phone. It's Mark chapter 11, verse number 23. This is when Jesus, he was, with his disciples, and they were talking, having some, Jesus was always having conversations with disciples. And in every conversation they had, he was always training them and teaching them. And Jesus was teaching them about faith at this particular point. And this is what Jesus said. This is Mark 11, 23. He says, "Truly I say unto you, whosoever says to this mountain, be taken up and thrown into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes what it says, it shall come to pass. It will be done for him." So think about how amazing that statement is. Jesus said, listen, if you come up upon a mountain, you need that mountain to be moved. You just say to the mountain, be moved, cast into the sea, and it's got to be done. And you might be going, well, what's that have to do with prayer? Well, Jesus was actually teaching not just about faith, he was also teaching about prayer. Because the next thing he says, "Therefore I tell you, whatsoever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours." So here's the thing I think about what prayer produces. This is kind of my 4th point of the week, is that prayer gives us the ability to do the impossible. We cannot do the impossible without prayer. And you may have some things in your life that you're feeling like, man, this is hard, this is tough, this is difficult. Can I do this? The only way you're going to be able to do it is that must have faith, but don't eliminate the fact that you got to pray about it. Because he says, if you speak to that mountain will move, and therefore that's how you need to pray. You need to pray with this concept of whatever I am facing, it's going to move. Whatever I'm dealing with, it's going to move. Whatever needs to get out of my way, it's going to move. So prayer gives us the ability to accomplish the impossible. There are many, 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 many stories that if you read people's testimony and they were facing some insurmountable obstacles, they would tell you that the reason why they were able to overcome it is because they prayed about it. So listen, don't ever allow the enemy to show you how big your problem is or how impossible your problem is, and that causes you to shrink and not go before your God and say to him, "God, I believe that something supernatural can happen for me." So I want you to pray about it. And I want to believe with you today that whatever you are facing, just pray and God's going to do it for you. I believe with you. Okay, so thank you for hanging out with me today. I got one more day. I got one thing I'm going to share with you about prayer. Then we're going to pray together too. God bless you.